How's it going, everybody? My name is John and I'm going to be your tour guide on Information Island because you chose to come to paradise. Always remember that. You chose to be here. We're going to make the best of the day. So today we're going to be getting into a bunch of different topics, but mainly we're going to be talking about the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. It's what everybody's been going nuts about. Pre-orders are jammed up, people are having a rough time, and I'm going to give you my take on what I think is going to be the console of choice for the next generation. Stick with me, I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Please, it'll do us such a big favor. We appreciate you and love you guys already, and we all just got here. Look at that, family! This holiday season, we're looking at what major console manufacturers are bringing to us in terms of new hardware. Sony is introducing its successor to the PS4, the PS5, go figure, and Microsoft is giving us the newest iteration of their green machine, the Xbox Series X, and a less powerful but more affordable option, the Xbox Series S. Console generations usually shift every 6 to 7 years on average. The PS4 and the Xbox One were both released in November of 2013, and look at that, it's been 7 years. So what exactly does this new generation offer us gamers? Well, both manufacturers are switching from traditional hard drives to SSDs. This is supposed to allow games to load a lot faster. And maybe this way we can spend less time scrolling through Instagram and more time playing our damn games. Other improvements include ray tracing and a huge boost to frame rates and resolutions. Both consoles promise games at 60 frames per second while also supporting games at up to 8K resolutions and 120 frames per second. And there are a few other companies that are trying to prove their worth to you, the consumer overlords. Nintendo is still stomping its huge Bowser legs throughout the entire industry with the Nintendo Switch, which is supposedly getting an upgrade of some kind soon. And Google has already introduced its cloud-based gaming on Google Stadia, and that turned out to be a huge mess, but it's not something that's going to go away, at least just yet. And now recently, Amazon gives us a peek at Luna, their cloud-based subscription service for gaming. It's extremely obvious that the next generation is going to have two sectors, the consoles and the clouds. Microsoft is battling in both of these sectors with the Xbox Series X and Game Pass, and it's going to be some show to see where games are going to go in the next 7 years. Sony and Microsoft have been competing for your cold, hard monopoly cash since the days of the PS2 and the original Xbox. Of course, Sega's Dreamcast and Nintendo's GameCube were there too, but this was the nail in the coffin for Sega's console creations, and Nintendo would go completely to outer space with the Wii. The two companies that really continued to battle it out was Microsoft and Sony. Many of us remember the PS3 and the Xbox 360 days. Online gaming had become more available, and both consoles saw many greatly enjoyed exclusives. When the PS3 came out, it was kind of expensive at $600, and the 360 launched at $400. Plus, Microsoft had successfully executed their Xbox Live service. Microsoft would eventually drop the ball, however, going into the Xbox One with a terrible launch and many consumers feeling very sour about their early experiences. Sony hit a home run with its PS4, making it easy to play used games, just straight up being a stronger machine, and they had some first-party studios creating incredible exclusive games for the PlayStation. Microsoft would then make improvements to the Xbox, making it the strongest of the generation, but the damage was already done. We would then go on to see Microsoft focus more on their online services like Game Pass and Xbox Live Gold. While I do plan on purchasing both the PS5 and the Xbox Series X eventually, I have a very unpopular opinion on which console might be the better choice for this generation. I believe that Xbox is the way to go. Now, before you guys hang me with your DualShock 4 cables, please just hear me out. If we walk through what is being offered this year and the prices to buy in, we can get a good idea of what kind of experiences we're going to get. First, let's take a look at the pricing differences and the variant differences of both systems. Both the PS5 and the Xbox Series X will be coming out at $500. These two main consoles offer a disk drive and promise to deliver practically identical graphics. The PS5 will come with an 825GB custom SSD, and the Series X will come with a full 1TB SSD, even though we know some of that's going to the operating system anyway. These companies are also giving us digital versions of their consoles. The PS5 will have a version without the disk drive, and that costs $400, but this is essentially the same system, just minus the ability to play physical games. The Xbox will have a slightly less powerful version called the Series S, and this option is interesting because it's the smallest, literally the smallest, of all four options and is still capable of resolutions of up to 1440p and 60 frames per second, promising up to 120 frames per second. The Series S will only cost $300. And this option may actually work for many people who play a lot of free-to-play games or those yearly releases like Call of Duty, 2K, Madden, FIFA, and the likes. Plenty of these gamers may not own a TV already that displays 8K images or can output 120 Hz to get you the fastest frame rates. Chances are a ton of graphical power is gonna go kind of useless to many players until TV technology becomes just a little bit cheaper. The Series S is also a great option for someone just looking to play a ton of their Game Pass library, which is something I want to get into next. Game Pass will have all of Microsoft's first-party games arrive at launch, and monthly updates to play many third-party games as well. Just recently, they announced that EA Play will be coming to Game Pass at no extra charge, and they've already announced that cloud gaming will be available on all Android devices. Sorry iPhone users, Apple's not playing nice this time, but I mean, hey, you guys got Apple Arcade, right? Oh, and I guess you could throw Amazon Luna in there too, since they explicitly say they support iOS devices. That's kind of strange. I think that might make an interesting discussion for another video. I wonder what deals had to happen for them to allow Amazon's service, but not Microsoft's. Sony has a similar service with PlayStation Plus, but this functions just a little differently. You don't get their Sony exclusives day one, you still gotta buy those, and yeah, I know they're worth the money, that's not the point. Going into the PS5, they did practically throw all of their best exclusive stuff from the PS4 onto the service, but Microsoft is playing the long game and acquired an enormous amount of gaming studios recently, including their $7 billion buyout of Bethesda, where I promise mostly all of that content is going to Game Pass to be enjoyed on all Xbox consoles, from the Xbox One all the way down to the Series S, not to mention what's available on mobile. You could argue that Sony's exclusive games are really good, and I would have to agree with you. Shit, I practically only play exclusives on my PS4 right now. But what we're talking about is who's going to give you the best experience. A huge amount of the Xbox back catalog is playable on the Series X. Sony only has a select library of older games that are available to stream from PlayStation Plus. With Game Pass Ultimate, you get Xbox Live Gold, you get Game Pass on your PC, on your console, and on your Android phone if you have one like I do. Microsoft has even made it where you don't even have to have an Xbox to get a Game Pass subscription. If you have an old Android tablet in the house or a PC that can handle some gaming, you could still get access to everything that the service offers. All of your save files even transfer with you from device to device, so you can stop playing on your Xbox and load up Game Pass on your phone and pick up from where you left off. I've been a consistent PlayStation and Nintendo guy, but after getting to know the Xbox One and the Game Pass service this generation, I'm excited to dive into the Series X. Now, I'm not here to tell you how you should spend your money this holiday season. I'm just simply letting you know that while you guys are obsessing over the PS5, I'm gonna be having a great time with my Xbox. That is, if these damn scalpers will give me a chance to just pre-order the damn thing, and don't even get me started on scalpers because we're gonna be here all day. I gotta go. I will catch you guys later. Don't forget, gamers, don't forget. You're amazing. You're amazing. And I'm out. Peace.